Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight doing a little bit of goofing around, and I've got a pretty cool gun to show you guys. This one is one that was sent over to me by one of the viewers to take a look at for him. This one is, he said it was actually leaking CO2, but I've had it in the garage here now for about a week now, and I am still shooting on the same CO2 cartridge that I put in it when I did the unboxing video when it came in. So I am still waiting on a seal kit to come in, but so far it is working really good. I don't know if we'll run out during this video or not, but we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of testing with it. I'm going to shoot a couple of shots over the chronograph just to see what the power level is. It does have a 2-position cocking knob, so we'll shoot the first position, and then we'll shoot a couple with the second position, and then we'll just shoot a couple of pellets over the at some targets here and see what we can do with that. But what we have here kind of looks like a Crosman Model 180, but it's a little bit too big. The Crosman Model 180 has a really short front tip. Kind of almost looks like a Crosman 160, but this one only takes one CO2 cartridge. There is actually a little dummy plug inside there about that far down, so I think it's more akin to a 160, but it's definitely not the same as a 160. But and I'll put a picture of the roll stamp up here, but what it says here is JC Higgins, and in parentheses it says .22 caliber, and then the part number is a 126.19310. I did find a little bit of information about this gun online. I didn't find any kind of dating reference or anything like that that told me when it might be made, but I can kind of surmise because it is like a 160 or a 180 type of build. The 180 started being built in 1956, and then in around 1961-62, Crosman started making that cast trigger guard. Let me see, I have a pump gun up here with that. So this is my 1400, which I think is the only one I have right now with that cast type trigger guard, but you can see that's got that rotary. It's a really nice trigger, that one is, but the older ones still had the stamped steel. So we can probably date this one to somewhere between 1956 and 1961-62, somewhere in that vicinity. So, but it is pretty cool. So, and it does say Sears, Roebuck and Company, USA. So the model 126.19310. They had a couple others. They had another 126 with only a 4-digit number after it that really looked like the 180. Had a really short, stubby tip here, but this one does not directly correlate to any real Crosman model number. Somewhere in between a 180 and a 160. But let's go ahead and shoot a couple of shots with the first click and see what kind of power we get. All right, 457, and I'm not filming that yet down there, but I have, and I did put the pellet weight in there. These are Crosman Piranhas, actually. All of my Premier hollow points are out in the truck in the box out there, so I grabbed a tin of Piranhas. They're about the same, just a little bit different hollow point is all. So let's see, first click. Went in the same hole, 450 now. So let's do, so I really didn't find any reference on what the feet per second is. The 160 with 2 clicks, I believe, is rated for like 550. So let's see what we get now with 2 clicks. 497, almost 500, not bad. Let's do one more. So that's 7, almost 8 foot-pounds of energy. You could do some light pesting with that, I think. Taking out some rats, maybe a squirrel. All right, and another 490. So pretty good power, about 500 feet per second. But that is pretty cool. So I really like the wood that they used on these old Crosmans. Really pretty darn cool. Still, like I said, I'm still waiting for the seal kit. Even though it's holding there, I'm going to stick a seal kit in it for the guy and send it on back over. He also sent in, let me grab it here. He also sent me this other Benjamin here. This is a Benjamin AS392, so it's a CO2 version of the Model 392, which 392 is a pump-up gun, which I have right here. So that is actually, this is actually a C9A, so it's a pre-392. So anyway, let's go ahead and shoot a couple of pellets into the target down there, and then we'll wrap it up. I just thought it'd be cool to show you guys this really neat, very obscure Crosman built gun made for Sears back in probably the late 50s. Not bad. Not bad for me with open sights for sure. Red dot. So when I did first pierce the CO2, it was kind of hissing and hissing and hissing, but I cocked it real quick and then shot it and it stopped hissing. I wonder if he didn't know to cock it and fire it. All the 180s and 160s, I've had a Model 400 in the garage here. They all do that. When you the first shot you fire, it really is like hiss, 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 and you got to cock it again and shoot it again, and that seats the valve stem for some reason. But if you don't do that second cock and fire after you pierce, you will get a bad bleed out on your CO2. It'll just hiss all out. So, but I don't know. We'll seal it up for him anyway and make it last another 70 years. Not bad. That's really nice. Let's do one more. So we got some really good power. Oop, still capturing. I've been doing the slow click here, so we're staying right in that 450, 460 range with the first click. There you go. That is pretty darn cool. I'm always looking for these old Crosmans anyway to kind of fix up, and I've had probably a dozen of these in the garage here. I'm not a huge fan of CO2, so I kind of fix them up and show them off and then sell them on eBay or whatever. But they're fun to play with, fun to work on. But I really like my pumper guns, so I keep all those and sell off the CO2 stuff. But that is pretty cool. This guy, his name's Robert. He actually did send me this this model 422. That's a working gun. That is really nice. We'll do a video on that real soon. And he also sent me this Benjamin Model F, which I am going to be sending over to Henry Ford very shortly to do a reseal on. I might be able to fix that one, but Henry said he knows exactly what to do with it. He has to specially machine a Delrin exhaust valve for it. Nobody stocks them, so he has to custom make those. So I'm going to let the expert do what the expert does and take care of that. He's got one in his collection he's had for years, and he had to fix that. He's done a couple others since then. So anyway, there you go. That is the Sears and Roebuck J.C. Higgins 126 19310, 19 point or 126.19310. A really cool, very, like I said, very obscure. First one I've ever seen, and there's not much information online about these. And just a few references on a couple of people asking questions about them more than anything. So, but anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.